Good morning, Community Action.
Good morning.
We looked around our tables this morning and we saw the beauty in our diversity. And I want to say to you that we, Community Action, we are the heartbeat of America.
Yes.
Yes.
We are. No matter what our identities, ideologies, we're all here because we are committed to alleviating the causes and the consequences of poverty. And we do that hard work every day.
Yep.
We do it with caring, we do it with compassion, we fight the good fight. We bring our full selves into this work. It's hard work, and sometimes there are tears. And sometimes it's hard to get out of bed in the morning. You know that feeling? But you do it because you made a commitment. And some of you, maybe you even made a vow to say, this is my life's work. And you choose to do this work. But we know that doing the work of delivering high-quality programs and services every day, that is not enough to disrupt the status quo. Not enough. We know that building movements where we are is essential to creating the kind of transformative realities we want to see for all of us. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what that movement building is, because I'm going to almost say we got a secret sauce in community action. We know how to do this work of bringing people together and connecting hearts, connecting minds, connecting stories. But first, I'm going to remind us that the work is hard because remember what John Powell said yesterday? Othering is built into the fabric of our societies and our social systems, our laws, our policies, right? It's built in. We know that poverty is a policy choice, but it doesn't have to be that way. There are possibilities for us to create change through levers for change. And I'll tell you what those are in just a second. I want to bring you with me, though. Maybe not everybody knows Marin County. I'm going to give you a little sense of Marin County. You know the Golden Gate Bridge, though, right? Woo. So you drive across that Golden Gate Bridge, you're on 101 North, and you start to see the beautiful landscape, mountains, open spaces, hills. Natural beauty is quite breathtaking. We even have Mount Tam, 2,500 feet up, and you can look out and see redwoods and ocean. It's gorgeous. But we have a reality in Marin that a lot of people don't want to see. We are one of the wealthiest, most affluent counties in all of this country. And yet in the Bay Area, we have a poverty rate higher than any other Bay Area county, at 14%. And in our community, what people don't want to see, people who say, have you ever heard people say in your neighborhood, poverty doesn't exist? We hear it a lot. A lot of what people don't want to see, they want to make invisible, is the reality that in Marin County, 50% of Latino children, 50% are living in poverty. That's not okay. We know that for low and extremely low income folks, 80% are renters. You know why? The median single family home price in Marin County is $1.6 million. 80% are renters, and so many are putting 60% of their monthly earnings to pay that rent, that if they're in a single bedroom apartment is almost $3,000 a month. I hear the, right? So that's why there's a lot that people in Marin don't want to look at, but that's why community action is in Marin. Also, to give you perspective, we're the least equitable county, one of the least equitable counties. We move between 1 and 3 on the list. Least equitable counties by race in the state of California. across all indicators of well-being, everyone. And in Marin County, if you go from Ross, which is very wealthy, to Marin City, which has a history of redlining, you have a life expectancy difference of 15 years in one county and maybe 20 miles. And that's also not okay. Yeah. Yeah. But what gives me hope? So again, poverty is a policy choice. We can make other choices. There are things that we can do. So let me bring you back to those levers for change. Because we have to be unapologetic in our commitment to building an anti-poverty movement. We have to be bold, we have to be sustainable. And I'm also learning that lesson about rest to be sustainable. We gotta take care of ourselves. We've heard that from so many people today, but the only way is to fill our own wellspring, to be able to give back and continue to get out of bed in the morning. The first lever for change that I want to share with you is to build power with people. Right? This is that way that we do movement building to concretize in the realities, to say we can build stronger, better together and sustain what it looks like to change the choices and change the realities for all of us. So building power with people looks like starting with your staff. It looks like leveraging the lived experience that you have in your own house to build trust in community. And I know you do this every day. Bringing that into consciousness, into intentionality in how you make decisions is important. Strengthening individual agency and self-determination, connecting your parents, connecting your people. Lever number 2. Every day we're meeting urgent needs head on. We're doing that hard work. We're showing up. We can deliver high quality programs and services, and we can choose how we deliver those through our whole family approach. Because it matters that we're connected. It matters that we're integrated in delivering and centering people in their strengths and possibilities, opening doors, allowing them to access opportunities, and making sure there's no wrong door where we are to enable people to walk through into their hopes and their dreams. Importantly, I want to encourage us to remember we have to pay attention to where the money flows and how the money flows. To learn as we're meeting those needs head on that we have to work together and be smart about the dollars and the cents and figure out your federal and state funding if you haven't already. Figure out your private investments and contributions and lift that up as you seek solutions. The third lever for change is to shift the narrative. People aren't poor. We need to amplify people's voices in our communities, allow them to tell their stories. Yes, we have data, we have facts, we have impact numbers, but coupled with the stories of the people in trusted relationship with us, we can start to shift what people say and how people think. And it's the only way we're going to get there better together. I invite you to bring your frontline staff to the party. Bring them. Have them tell their stories. Allow them to show up with you as you're advocating, as you're speaking to city council or the school board. Which brings me to my fourth lever for change, which is doing the work of advocacy. And it starts with trusting ourselves. It starts with self-determination and self-efficacy, and helping to support our people in their own courage, in our shared courage. We have the ability to be unapologetic about having a seat at the table. And if we change those laws and policies, we shift the narrative, we build power with people, and we do the hard work we're committed to doing, we can create and sustain change for all of us. So, community action, I invite us to take our powerful heartbeat forward. I invite us to turn these levers on, to take action in our communities even more powerfully for the future we all want to inherit for all of us. Thank you.